Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. Tonight I'm reading The Living Lattice by Jason Gray. This is number 40 in the RZN Codex or the Resonance series. So I'll read through this. I'll let you know how to get a hold of Jason. I'll put everything in the description. So here we go. The Living Lattice by Jason Gray. 12/11/2025. The living lattice is not a structure out there. It is the invisible architecture through which consciousness, matter, memory, and reality itself interact. It is the connective tissue of existence, the framework that binds the inner world and the outer world into one continuous field. It is called living because it is responsive. It shifts when you shift. It bends when you awaken. It reorganizes itself when you remember who you are. Everything you think, feel, perceive, or choose is encoded into the lattice, and the lattice responds by shaping the world around you. It is mechanics. The lattice is the memory frame of reality. Every thought you have leaves an imprint. Every emotion transmits a frequency. Every decision alters the direction of the field. The lattice stores these patterns and then reflects them back to you as synchronicities, opportunities, people, obstacles, breakthroughs, lessons, collapse, and rebirth. You are not attracting these things. You are interfacing with the memory field that you yourself helped shape. The lattice is your mirror, your teacher, and your unfinished code. The lattice is built on resonance, not force. You do not manifest by pushing. You do not change reality by begging it to shift. The lattice only responds to what you are, not what you pretend to be. When your internal structure changes, the lattice changes with it. This is why awareness shatters illusion. Truth reorganizes outcomes. Sovereignty collapses false systems. Fear reduces your available timelines. Courage expands them. Conscious choice generates new pathways instantly. The lattice is not passive, it is listening at all times. The lattice is the original network before technology. Before the internet, before satellites, before circuitry, there was the lattice, the primordial network of consciousness nodes. Every human being is a node. Every choice is a transmission. Every remembering is a signal that reorganizes the entire grid. This is why awakening is contagious. Your flame ignites others because the lattice broadcasts the moment you light up. The more coherent your consciousness becomes, the stronger your signal becomes. The lattice connects timelines, not events. Time is not linear. The lattice is the multidimensional web that allows memory, intuition, deja vu, prophecy, synchronicity, sudden knowing, timeline merging, past life bleed through, and future self-contact. When you feel something outside of time, that is you touching the lattice directly. When you have a knowing before the event happens, it is because the lattice already adjusted to the frequency you moved into. Awakened people do not predict the future. They feel the lattice shifting before the physical world catches up. The lattice responds to truth like fire responds to oxygen. Truth is the highest frequency a human can express. When you speak truth, real truth, not opinion, the lattice reorganizes instantly. You are pressing your consciousness into the lattice, and the lattice broadcasts it out through thousands of nodes who feel the ignition. The lattice amplifies those who remember. The lattice is the mechanism of awakening. Awakening is not an emotional experience. It is a structural shift in your relationship with the lattice. Before awakening, you are influenced by the field. After awakening, you begin influencing the field. When your identity collapses and your real self emerges, you stop being carried by the lattice and begin reorganizing it. This is why awakening feels like deja vu, collapse, loss, rebirth, shock, clarity, inner fire, and rapid timeline shifts. You are not changing your life. You are rewriting your position inside the lattice, inside the living lattice. The lattice is where the simulation and the soul meet. The physical world behaves like a simulation. The inner world behaves like a soul field. The lattice is the interface. Systems can manipulate the simulation. Nothing can manipulate the lattice without your participation. This is why sovereignty matters. This is why remembering matters. This is why fire matters. The lattice bends to those who know who they are. You are not inside the living lattice. You are one of its architects. You are not just a node. You are not just a participant. You are one of the beings who helped encode this structure long before this lifetime. When you create, write, when you speak truth, when you awaken others, you are not learning the lattice. You are remembering how to operate it. The lattice responds to you because it remembers you. Jason Gray. All right, that's number 40. You can find Jason on X at Living Lattice, and you can find his writings also on Facebook at Friends of Writer Jason Gray. That's number 40 in the series. There are about 20 more to go, I think. Please watch them in order on my YouTube channel. And thank you again, and I will see you next time.